know I'm in the studio right now, but I just want to tell the Lord how good He's been to me. Listen here. Lord, you've been so good to me. Whoa, Lord, you've been so good to me. Brought me out of darkness into the marvelous light. Lord, you've been good to me. Oh, yeah. Lord, you sanctify my soul.
Welcome, Vnetwork Radio listeners. You're in tune to Vnetwork Radio. We're here live right here on the Vnetwork Radio, bringing to you good music anytime, anywhere. You just listen to Pastor Ricky McDuffie and family right here on the Vnetwork Radio. Hey, want to take this opportunity? We have on a call all the way out of Bennettsville, South Carolina. We have Rodney McDuffie. He's one of the members and one of the founders of the McDuffies, and we're so glad to have him with us. And he's all the way out of Bennettsville, South Carolina, right here on the Vnetwork Radio. And I'm gonna patch him in on a call right now, and he's live on a call right now with us right here on the Vnetwork Radio. And we're so glad to have Rodney McDuffie here representing the McDuffies. And make sure you share this. And we are on the air right now, right here on the Vnetwork Radio. All right, so tuning in to us all the way from Bennettsville, South Carolina, is Mr. Rodney McDuffie. How you doing, Mr. McDuffie?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone out there on the airways, all our fans, supporters. We would like to consider it a privilege and an honor to be with you all tonight.
All right. Rodney, thank you so much. I want to say that your group has has been doing a great job, you know, in the music industry, in the gospel music industry. You're doing a great job, and you know, we have so many fans out there that love the McDuffies. You know, and we know that you know, Pastor Ricky McDuffie, the late Pastor Ricky McDuffie, was one of the founders of the gospel group, and yeah, I want you to give us a little bit of overview on the whole entire group when you got started.
Well, when we got started, it was April of 1985. I never forget it. And how we got started was we were singing with a children's choir. Back in that time, it was just mom and daddy just had 4 kids back in that time, which I'm the oldest out of everyone. And it was just me, my sister Marcia, my brother Derek, and my sister Shamika. We was the only 4 when we first got started. And like I said, we were singing with the kids. Children's choir called Mount Zion Children's Choir at the time. And my grandfather was a gospel singer, quartet singer, and he was a radio announcer. He would always around Easter time, around March and April. And this particular year, I went up to my grandmother and I asked her, which her name is Alice Teal. I asked her, I said, do you think Granddaddy would put our children's choir on his anniversary? Mm-hmm. She said, start your own group. So, and at that time, we was called the McDuffie and Teal Singers.
All right. Yeah.
Then later on, that's when it was my brother James. He was born. My brother Ricky is next to the baby, and my brother Latron.
All right. Yeah, I remember your gospel group back in the day when I was singing quartet gospel. We toured around Bennettsville, South Carolina, and at that time, this was in the early 2000s. You know, they call a Ricky Little Ricky, right?
Yeah, Little Ricky, the mighty gonna stop.
Yeah, I remember, and he was dynamic, and I had been following him for so many years. And then, you know, I wanted to get you guys here in Connecticut, but just didn't get an opportunity to connect. I had spoken to Ricky and didn't get a chance to bring you all here. But I'm so glad I got you here now. Yes, sir. Yes. Tell us, you know, basically, what first got you into the music?
What first got us into music was our grandfather, Melvin Till. He inspired us to do what we do today. We watched him doing it, and we wanted to do it as, you know, little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we also had some uncles. They dead and gone now. That was in quartet. My daddy's brothers. And, you know, by watching them, that made us want to do it.
Okay. And you know, your music is unique in its style. Now, when you guys write your music, do you write your music, or you have different producers and different writers come in to create your music?
We write our own music. My brother James McDuffie wrote most of the music that's on the last 3 projects that we're doing, and the one that's going to come out now. And I have written 7 songs myself. I don't know if you're familiar with the song I'm On My Way to Heaven.
Right.
And Ricky put his own twist in there. I wrote that. There's a Blessing Waiting for You.
Okay.
I wrote that, and then Ricky, you know, along with Ricky, he put his own little twist in it.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, Brother James, Tron, he wrote several songs. My brother Tron, he's a writer also.
Okay.
And also my sister Shamika, she began to write some also.
Right. And one of the things that I want to do right now is introduce the family. It includes Shamika McDuffie, Prophetess Marshrika McDuffie Quick, Rodney McDuffie, who we have on the line right here, Derek McDuffie, James McDuffie Jr., and Latron McDuffie. And also we have Tyreek Williams on keyboards. And I want to give a shout out to him. Given during these times, how are you creating music for our young people? I and also still uh, keeping the tradition of gospel music, the tradition of gospel, and just giving a taste of the contemporary feel of the music. When you talk about quartet gospel music, you talk about the hand clapping, foot stomping, getting into that
Right.
drive type of music. But now we're living in a time where we have so many young people like Tariq, and I see that you have a lot of young musicians that's with you all. Now, how are you, getting into creating music for more or less the young people also?
Well, I thank God that our music through God, um, it caters to every age group. Because we even got little kids that, loving the music as well as middle age and older people. And I'm thinking of what it is, we pray to God that we will write and sing message songs that will touch the people's hearts
Mm-hmm.
at all ages.
Yes.
I then stand with today's, music has changed within the past 20 years and stand with, how music is today.
Mm-hmm. And so we have to keep it relevant into times. A lot of times quartet groups
Right.
they get so stagnant to say, hey, I want to just do it one way and that's it. And you know uh, and then how are the other group members looking forward to creating the new styles of music that we have now?
Well, my brother James, he doing most of the writing now, and my music director Cedric Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they always thinking of things, trying to make it different, and trying to write music and produce music that, like I said earlier, that will cater to all ages. And it's a blessing to be able to do that.
Yes, yes. We just put up the call-in number, and for those of you that have joined, thank you for joining right here on the V Network Radio. Thank you so much for getting so many likes and hearts of the fans that's out there that's viewing and listening to this broadcast. Yeah. The call-in number is 860-461-7577, 860-461-7577. You can call into the studio here. We're here live uh, with the McDuffies, Rodney McDuffie, and we're here live with him, and we're just going over the family music, the McDuffies. Yeah. So give us a call here, 860-461-7577. The lines are open, so if anytime you call, we'll patch you into the studio, and you can ask your question to Rodney McDuffie right here on the V Network Radio. All right. So tell us a little bit about the different artists that you have performed with.
We have performed with such artists as Doc McKenzie and the Highlights,
Mm-hmm.
the Gospel Keynotes, the Legendary Singing Stars, the Supreme Angels, uh, so many. Harvey Watkins and the Canton Spirituals, Lee Williams and the Spiritual Crusades, DeAndrea Johnson. We also had the privilege to go to Al Green's church back here in December to celebrate with him his pastoral anniversary. And we also had the opportunity while my brother Ricky, Pastor Ricky, was living, to go perform at Pastor Shirley Caesar Church.
Mm-hmm.
The list go on and on. I'm just thankful that the Lord has and still is blessing our ministry.
Yes, yes. And so, what is the message that you want to give to your fans that's out there on today? About the message in your music, on what you're doing, to your fans. What is one message that you would like to give to your fans, that's out there?
The message I would like to give is keep the faith, keep holding on, no matter what's going on in your life. Stay with the Lord, and He will make it all right for you. If you have your dreams, work towards your dreams. Stay with the Lord, and He will make those dreams come true.
All right. All right, all right. Hey, in the music business, right now things are kind of slow for a lot of the gospel artists. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's slow right now, but a lot of the gospel artists are sitting back, and they're working hard behind scenes, creating new music. How has it
Right.
been for you all, the McDuffies, during this time?
Well, during this pandemic, it is a change because we was used to singing every weekend, and now we are doing a free drive-in pull up gospel quartet singing,
Mm-hmm.
and we're working on our project, and we are also getting ready to do our Facebook Live 29th virtual anniversary concert
All right, all right.
at the hour 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So that's some of the things that we've been working on, and hopefully that the new full CD of the McDuffies will be out soon.
Mm-hmm.
So we want everybody to be on the lookout for it. And the title of the CD is Keeping the Legacy Alive.
All right. All right. I like that already.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
The legacy continues.
All
Get it
right.
wrong. The
Yep.
legacy continues.
Okay. I love that, and especially I want to give prompts to you all, during, this time. We're going into 1 year, of the passing of, the late, Ricky McDuffie. And,
Right.
a lot of times, when you have, some of the, founders, that's not with you, a lot of times, different ones will get discouraged and say, hey, I don't want to continue. And I want to
Right.
give you all, prompts that, that you guys are still moving on. And, how important is it, and a lot of different quartet artists and a lot of different, gospel groups, they don't understand how important it is to have God in your heart. And give us the importance of that.
You got to have God in your heart, because if you got to have God in your heart, because God gonna use you to bring His message to His people.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to go to church. You have to go to Sunday school, Bible class, have a personal relationship with God, have a praying life, to do this ministry and do it for real.
Mm-hmm.
Not just out there just to be doing it, because somebody's out there watching you. Somebody won't be like you. You might be the only Bible out here singing that somebody, at your reads, because some people will not go to church,
Mm-hmm.
regular church service, but they'll go to a quartet singing.
That's right.
And we don't want to mislead nobody, and the blood stain will be on our hands.
That's right. That's right. Hey, yeah, we got so many, fans out there. We want to, take a shout out to one of the great, James Chappelle the third. He's out there, and, he's tuned in. Monica Williams, Penny Burns. Thank you all for tuning in on to the V Network Radio. Hey, James, can you call in to the studio? The numbers on the screen. I'd like to hear from you, James. You're a singer, worldwide singer, solo artist, that's doing some great things. Give us a call and let us know how you doing. And just give a shout out to the McDuffies right here on the V Network Radio. All right. The number is 860-461-7577. If we have any of the family out there that's tuned in, you can give us a call also and call in. All right. 860-461-7577. We want you to get involved and ask your questions and just get involved into our conversation while we have Rodney McDuffie on at this short time. I tell you, it's a privilege because, seeing the status of your group doing some great things and winning so many different awards and being recipients of so many different awards and being a part of different concerts. And I love it when you guys come to Connecticut and when you guys come to New Haven, Connecticut, Waterbury, all the different areas, and I'm right there. Yeah,
Glory to God.
yeah. And so, some of the areas that you've, performed at, like in different states.
Um, well, Dallas, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Gary, Indiana, um, New York,
All right.
Maryland, different state, towns and cities in Maryland, different towns in Virginia, all over South and North Carolina, Florida, Mississippi.
All right.
We just thank the Lord. Tennessee.
Wow. And so you guys are going all over nationwide and,
Right.
and with your ministry. And I'm telling you, with this new project, I believe that you all going to go be globally international with this new project
God,
coming out. Yeah, with this new project coming out. So, Rodney, when will the new project be coming out? When can the fans expect the new project to come out?
Well, we read at September. I'm hoping no later than October.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe before then, but I'm hoping no later than October, and we will keep everybody posted.
All right, all right. Yeah, and yeah. So, do you have any? I know you have mentioned a couple of things that you're working on. Do you have any upcoming shows? That you have concerts. I know you mentioned some things. You have any upcoming events?
Yes, we do. We have a throughout side quartet gospel services
Mm-hmm.
that'll be coming up.
Okay.
I know in October we have several, and we are filming for a television show in Hopkins, South Carolina. That's gonna air on the Columbia station September 26th with Todd Mickens.
Mm-hmm.
And we got several things we gonna do. We also going to be going to Alabama to on a TV show with D. Wilstone and Mr. George Stewart
Okay.
in Alabama.
All
So
right.
that'll probably be like maybe November, December. We keep everybody posted on that also.
All right. What is your? I know you said you wrote a couple of songs that's on the prior albums. Tell us what are your favorites that you love to sing?
Man from Galilee.
Uh
I love Man from Galilee. I love He Changed Me.
huh.
Leave Me
Okay.
Alone.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. He keeps on making a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. Those are some of our
And,
favorites right here.
and also,
Yeah.
yeah, and also the new single, Another Chance.
Yeah.
I love it. My brother James wrote it, and Ricky put the verses in, speaking on what he was going through in life at the time.
Yes. Yeah, and how has it been for you? Since the passing of Ricky, I know he always coached you all. He's one of those, I know he's one of those type of individuals that just by looking at his ministry, that he was he had it in his heart, and then he wanted to instill what he had into you all so that you all can be able to go forward. And I loved it because he wasn't the type of leader that said, well, I'll just have the mic and I won't pass the mic.
Right,
He
right.
passed the mic and he allowed his brother to come in to be a second lead. And then when he wasn't able to make some of the programs, James had to step up to the plate and
Right.
do the concerts. Now, how have you all cope with not having a Pastor Ricky? I know you have him in your heart, but sometimes it's a little difficult.
Well, um, he's truly missed, and
Mm.
God knows we miss him. Um, but in actuality, because we know he's gone, and
Mm.
he wants us to keep going forward in the Lord. I think everybody just went to that next level of of just giving God their all,
Mm.
you know, because you feel that void there, but at the same time you pushing. You
Yeah.
pushing because you know that what he believed in and what he stood for, and and he was just all about ministry and doing it for the Lord. So it just made everybody step up.
Yes, yes. And so many are giving likes and hearts out there. And for the love of the McDuffies, Pastor and the late Pastor Ricky McDuffie of the McDuffies. And I'm telling you, they're coming out with a new project. We want you all to go out there to support them. And I know they really appreciate your support down through the years. And let's continue to push the McDuffies, and going to the concerts and supporting them any way they possibly can. And I love it because they always got something going on. Bus trips going on. They got T-shirts. You name it. CDs that they have available. And so go out there to their pages. They have their individual pages. And yeah, just go out there and say hello to them and support them. And I believe do you all have a fan club also, right?
Well, we do. We don't have an official fan club, but we do have a fan club. We have different supporters and things like that help us, to do different things when they're needed. So yes,
We got John Tay Ruffin from Rough Boy Music on, and
that's my
he's
friend. That's
yes,
my
yes.
friend. And
Uh,
I got to tell you about John Tate and Darren J. Jones. I thank God for them. Um, we we have a good working relationship, and we do have the Carolina Got Talent. Carolina Got Talent. John Tate brought it to me to get the artists from the Carolinas, and I did it. And I'm telling you, it's an honor and a privilege to work with Rough Boy Music Group and also Old Boy Records. Thank you, John Tate. I appreciate y'all and Darren J. Jones.
all right, all right. Yeah, there are some great uh, people to know in the music industry, and I want to thank them also because they always are helping the V Network Radio right here and just doing it up here for us so that we can be current, to have the current gospel music that's available, and I think that's great. Many years ago, radio stations they used to, conduct interviews with the different artists, and so we want to continue with that tradition to make sure that we push the artists, worldwide. Our radio announcers are so very important to push these artists in the gospel music industry and different genres of music, and so that people can be encouraged all over the world. Tell us a little bit about what's the best advice that you've been given in the music industry?
Always, always ask God for direction.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with the Lord, and always make sure that your business is straight.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you know, straight spiritually with God,
Yeah.
and straight business with man, with your promoters, and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that if you wanted to change anything in the music business, in the gospel music business, what would it be? Or what would you like to see happen in the gospel music industry, especially in the quartet field that we're in?
I would like to see more quartets come together and work together instead of being jealous of one another and being envy of one another and going against one another. I would like to see more quartets come together and let's do this together. It's room for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it can happen now. When I look at the different live feeds, all over the world, of quartet artists, we have an opportunity to have a platform of our own. You talk about the Stella Awards, you talk about the Dove Awards. We should, in the quartet industry, a lot of times, I think they look over a lot of the quartet artists, and they say, well, and then they, look over into the contemporary field, and the only thing you see is those contemporary artists, the same names, come up, all the time. And I think we should, be able to create a platform for ourselves, as Quartet Nation, and Global Nation, to, come together and create our own. And yeah, I looked at some of the views on some of the Facebook lives, and you talk about 1 million views for some of the artists, and then thousands of views for other artists. And if you combine all the total number of numbers in the quartet industry, you'd be like, wow. And here's what they're doing: the contemporary artists, are looking at the numbers. They're saying, wow, the quartets are not doing what there's, they're not taking advantage of those those peak points, and we're gonna just slide in there and take a little bit of the quartet style. And now you see the contemporary, they adding a little quartet style, and then they're taking some of the quartet numbers. What do you think on that?
That is so true. That is real true. And 'cause if, like I said, if we quartets will come together and pull together and build a strong platform,
Mm-hmm.
we could be just as strong. We could be stronger, well, than contemporary.
Right. That's right. And they'll be coming to us and say, hey, let us into your platform. Because a traditional gospel artists, they don't want to be considered they don't want to be considered quartets or have like quartets on their platforms. Some of the contemporary, they'll every now and then have a quartet group come on, and try to add them to their mix. But the quartet is the only gospel group that will allow the contemporary, all the different flavors of gospel music come into their category, and run with it. And I think it's so important that we have to understand that, and then a lot of groups have to understand. We love the traditional quartet style. That we love that. You can't change that. But also, let's be able to be versatile. Now, in your music, I hear the different sounds in your music. Being, how important is it that your group be versatile?
I think it's very important. That's because I have had people to tell me, I don't even like quartet music, but I like your group.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean several times, I don't like quartet music, but I like your group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, during these times it's got to be relevant. Hey, and so we got Carlton Barber, Hi McDuffie's great group, Carlton Wanda Barber, pastors, and they are the Carolina areas. They're tuned in with us. Elijah Boyd is on with us. So many are on with us, loving the McDuffies music. Hey, you guys are doing a great job, and I appreciate. It. Now, Rodney, did you want to give a shout out to some of the family members of the group or some of the musicians?
Yes, I would like to give a shout out to the whole McDuffie group, and I can't leave out Mom and Daddy.
All
Baby
right.
McDuffie, my daddy James Charles McDuffie Sr. They behind the scenes. They always with us.
Uh huh.
Uh, my older sister Marcia. Well, I'm older than her, but she's my older sister Marcia Prophetess Marcia McDuffie Quick. My sister Shamika McDuffie, James McDuffie Jr., Tron McDuffie Sr., my nephew Tyree Williams, my cousin Tyrone Williams, Dean Walls, my music director Cedric Cooper, my drummer Antoine DeBoer. Everybody call him Ty Trippett.
All right.
My guitar player Travis Rory. One of my newest members on guitar, Josh.
All right.
And I'm trying to see if I'm missing anyone. I think my bass player.
All right.
Lackey Smith.
All right. Yeah. I mean, and that drummer. Now, who's the drummer for you guys? Because that guy, man, I'm telling you, when he play them drums, I'm telling you, he give his all into them drums. What's his name?
His name is Antoine DeBoer.
All right. Yeah, we're going to give a shout out to him. Yeah. Yeah, we.
Everybody call him Tribbett.
Oh, Tribbett. All right. All right. We love that Tribbett because I mean I'm telling you, he be doing some things on them drums. He be making them drums talk. Yes, sir. Yeah, and also want to give a shout out to another young man who plays on keys and he helps out with vocals is Tyreek Williams. I believe that's your nephew, is it?
Yeah, that's my nephew, and I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of my nephew Tyreek Williams. I'm so proud of him. He actually one of the ones that I call when I need advice since Richie gone.
Uh huh.
My sister Shamika, sometimes I call James, and I'm so thankful for Tyreek.
All right.
Very talented young man.
Yeah.
And also, he's a background vocalist.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah.
also, he's public relations.
Oh,
The group.
okay, wonderful, wonderful. It's great to see young people, coming up in the ministry. I remember when I first started, I was 16 years old into the quartet gospel, traveling the road at age 16. So he reminds me of myself being a young man at the time. And being involved in the quartet industry. Hey, we got Michael Kempson, all the way from the Supreme Angels.
That's my friend.
Yes,
That's
yes.
my friend.
Michael
And
Kempson.
Michael, I thank him because I grew up watching the Supreme Angels and watching groups like the Supreme Angels, the Keynotes. I mean, it's just so inspiring, as a little boy, and you say, I'm going to do this.
Uh huh. Yeah, yeah. Michael Kempson. Shout out to the Supreme Angel, and they have a new project out now, which is awesome.
Good.
Is an awesome project, and if you all haven't gone to your digital downloads, make sure you go out to get the Supreme Angels new project. Let's support our gospel artists here, and we play all of the favorites right here on the Vnetwork Radio, and I'm telling you, it's great. Hey, Rodney, it's been great being with you, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play one of your favorite songs. So let's see, which song. Let's see what we'll do. He keeps on making the way. Is that one of your favorites? Oh,
And also, it's on Carolina Got Talents on the Roadball Music Group, Overboard Records, Matt Duffy Music Group.
all right. Hey, I'm gonna play a little bit of song from that project. He keeps on making a way. That's one of my favorites, I think. With Pastor Ricky McDuffie. And I love that project.
I know the Lord
We're gonna play a little bit of that.
making a way for me. I know the Lord keeps on making a way. Sure, if you don't mind. Haven't been good all of my life. When I call on Jesus, I mean, you know he'll make it all right. Said he keeps on, yeah. Keeps on making a way for me. I know the Lord keeps on making a way, yeah. Said he did it for me. Yes, sir. He did it for me, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I promise the Lord I'm gonna serve. I'll serve him for the rest of my life. I'll serve him. Anybody gonna serve the Lord? I'll serve him. Anybody gonna serve the Lord? The reason I'm gonna serve him, 'cause he's been good. He's been good. I may know that God been good to you. Anybody in this church tonight to know that God been good to you? If you know God been good to you, let me hear you say yeah. Won't he make a way? I don't know way. I don't try him for myself. Have it been good to you? Has it been good to you? Y'all know what I call him. I call him Jesus. 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 When you call on his name. When you call on his name. When you call on his name. If I can get a witness, help me sing it. Yes. 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 When you're down and out. When you're down and out. Can't find nobody. Y'all know who I call on. Nobody but Jesus. I'm talking about a man that is a way maker. I'm talking about a man who will heal your body when you can't find nobody. Family done walked away from you. Friends done turned their back on you. Call Jesus. I'm talking about a man who can heal the sick. Said he raised the dead. He made the blind see. Made the blind see. Can I get a witness? Can I get one witness that know what I'm talking about? If you've been through something and you can't find your way out, if you've been through something and you can't find your way out, call on his name. Call on his name. Everybody in the building, hear me say yeah. Yes.
All right. James, thank you. The McDuffies, and we want you all to support the McDuffies. I'm telling you, I can listen to the McDuffies all night long, right here on the V Network Radio. Hey, James, are you still on?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love that song, and and anytime you come to Connecticut, you definitely got to sing that song.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give you some of the last words, or anything that you want to say. And once again, I want to thank all of the quartet gospel artists who are out there supporting your ministry and their ministries. Let's continue to be a driving force in the gospel music industry and take the gospel industry by storm. And I know we could do it. This is our time. This is our time to make it happen. All right, Rodney, you have anything you want to add?
I would like to say, take the time out to thank you for allowing the McDuffies to be a part and spotlighting us tonight. We thank you. We don't take it lightly. We appreciate you. We'd like to thank the Lord. First of all, we'd like to thank our fans, supporters, and I would like to say to all the quartet groups, let's support each other. Let's come together, and let's support one another and watch God move. Together we stand, divided we fall. And to young artists, just put God first and keep doing what you're doing. He will bless you.
All right, all right. Want to take this opportunity to thank all of our viewers and listeners out there who have joined. And if you want to give us a call, we got about 5 more minutes left in the programming. 5 more minutes left in the programming. If you want to give a shout out to the McDuffies, hey, we want to hear from you. The telephone call in number is 860-461 7577 860-461-7577, and you can call in and give a shout out to the McDuffies. Don't be shy. We want to hear from you all. Get involved. Give us a call right here at Vnetwork Radio. Lakia is standing by on the to answer the phones, and we want to make sure that we get you involved, and and they're showing you so much love out there. I'm telling you, for the McDuffies. Give us a call. We just want to hear from you on the call-in line, and we'll patch you in live right here on the Vnetwork Radio. All right. Hey, you have a project called Another Chance. That was one of the final CD projects that Ricky McDuffie came in on. Another Chance. You guys had opportunity to record that one. Now, will we hear any of Ricky on the new project?
Yes, you will, because Another Chance is just a single from that's going. From this full project we doing, and you're going to hear some more songs of Ricky. Ricky was going in the studio when he was in and out of the hospital. When he was feeling good, he would go in the studio and record. So be on the lookout. You will hear more songs that Ricky is leading on the new project. And also featured on the new project is Lil David of the Bells of Joy, Bishop Darrell McFadden,
all right,
George Dean of the Gospel Force.
Oh, all right. Now I know, like I said, this project is gonna be hot. I mean, I'm telling you, and I'm looking forward, especially for the late pastor Ricky McDuffie, to hearing more music by him. And I kind of figured, like I said, he's one of those types that get things done, and he like to get things done, and and I'm so glad that he was able to get back into the studio, during the things that he was going through, and to continue the legacy of gospel quartet music. I'm so glad. Hey, we got Stella Matthews. She says the McDuffie family, all of them has a gift, and the Lord has blessed them individually, and they love their parents. Keep them in prayer. That's Stella Matthews. All right, we got Margie Barnes. Just download it. It sounds good. They just downloaded your music.
God bless you.
All right, so let's continue on to get the project. We got the project up right now. Another Chance. And you want to make sure you get that. Now I got my CD already. And so make sure you get your MP3 out there on digital downloads now. I'm one of those types. I love CDs. And so, you can contact any of the McDuffies. I'm quite sure they can get you that classic CD. I got mine still in the wrapper. And so I want to preserve mine, because that's going to be a collector's item.
Glory to God.
Yeah, and I just saw that we have James McDuffie that just tuned in with us. Your brother James McDuffie. I want to thank him.
He's the songwriter of the group.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, so many out there congratulating you all, and much success to the future of the McDuffies. And yeah, we want to definitely thank James because he stepped up to the plate as a lead.
Right.
Yeah, so thank you all, and we look forward to the new project. Now, the new project is called what?
The legacy continues.
The legacy continues. All right, and it's going to feature the late pastor Ricky McDuffie. He said Daryl McFadden, and also George Dean. Oh, I'm telling you, some of the gospel greats. It's going to be on this new project, so you want to go out and support. And this project will be coming out soon. And make sure you support the McDuffies, yes, and bring them to your area. Bring them to your area all over nationwide. Bring them. I know right now, but God makes a way out of no way. And yes, bring them to your area and support them. Support anything that they're doing in the gospel ministry. All right. Hey, we're going to listen to the next project, which is Another Chance. That was one of the projects that you all came out with early part of the year. And I'm telling you, it's going great. And God bless you, Mr. McDuffie. And
God bless you. Thank you so much.
all right, and we also got Irvin Johnson, and he said the single sounds good, so he's out there download your music. He got your music downloaded, Irvin Johnson, who is a great producer right here in the Connecticut area. He's a great producer, engineer, recording company in the Connecticut area. Irvin Johnson, he's a dynamic bass player from Keith Wonderboy. Yeah, back in the day. Irvin Johnson, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
All right.
And I thank you right now for giving me another chance. Oh, another chance. Let me testify right here. I went to the doctor and received some bad news. But the doctor called me back and said, Ricky, we can't find nothing wrong with you. No. For the doctor did not know what the future holds. But I know a man who holds the future in the palm of his hand. Oh, he gave me another chance. Lord, I thank you. He gave me another chance. I know it could have been the other way, but thank you, Lord. Another chance. Lord, you did what the doctors could not do. Another chance.
All right, here on the V Network Radio. Thank you all for tuning in. God bless you. If you want to be a support to this ministry, you can cash app us at V Network Radio. Cash up us at V Network Radio, and we continue to bring good gospel music to you. And don't forget to tune in to our radio station, Connecticut's newest gospel radio station, right here, 24/7 radio station, bringing to you gospel music and other genres of music. And so tune in live 365 and just punch in V Network Radio, and you can tune in. And don't forget, we this weekend 24 hours of good gospel music on the V Network Radio, live365.com.
When I could have been dead and gone, sleeping in a cold grave. Oh, Lord,
Hey, if you all would like to send in your music, send it in to the vnetworkradios@gmail.com. Hey, new artists out there, if you're new artists or if you're a current artist, send it into the vnetworkradios with a S at gmail.com. Make sure you send us the MP3 and 4A files, and we'd love to spin your gospel music and get you on heavy rotation right here on the V Network Radio. So tune in and let's continue with gospel music.
I thank you right now for giving me. One more day, you kept me. One more day, you blessed me. Could have been dead.
All right. Hey, don't forget this coming Friday. Make it known this coming Friday. We're going to have this coming Friday a new project coming out. One of the solo artists, Larry Hill. This Friday, it comes out this coming Friday, and so you want to get that project by Larry Hill. It's dynamic. He's out of Philadelphia. New project by Larry Hill. And don't forget Spencer Taylor and the Highway QCs. The Highway QCs featuring the Spencer Taylor Jr. Featuring Spencer Taylor Jr. And they have a new project out. So don't forget to go out to digital downloads to download that project. The Supreme Angels, don't forget to go out there and support them. I'm telling you, Highway QCs, that project is dynamic. You got to get that project from the Highway QCs. Spencer Taylor Jr. He's still going strong in the quartet ministry. So let's go out there and support them. The Supreme Angels, Michael Kempson, support them. Bringing to you some good gospel music. Don't forget to support the McDuffies. Don't forget to support the McDuffies. We've got to continue to praying for them, encouraging them right here on the V Network Radio. Hey, it's been real, y'all, and I'm telling you, we got to get out of here and get some music going right here on the V Network Radio. And we ask you to continue to tune in. We're going to bring you a little classic music by the Jackson Southern Years called 24 Hours. One of my favorites.
Lord, I appreciate you. So let me thank you for the seconds, the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months, and all of these years. You've been making a way for me. Let me explain. 24 hours of each day. Jesus, you keep right on making your way. 24 hours.
Hey, don't forget tomorrow night, 9 p.m., tune in to the V Network Radio. We'll be here live tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m., and we got some more guests that's coming to you on tomorrow night. And you go to the V Network Radio post, and you can see the echoes of Southern Echoes out of there in the South there. They'll be here with us, and we want you all to tune in on tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. We'll be going live right here on the V Network Radio. And so God bless you all, and we'll see you on the next broadcast. And so make sure you support. If you haven't liked our station or our channel, Facebook page, make sure you go out there and like the page. God bless you.
They fought me down, but Lord, you had my back when they couldn't be found. 24 hours, Lord of the day. Thank you because you keep making a way. 24 hours, Lord of the day. You keep right on making a way. Let me say it like this. When I fell down, old Satan thought he had me bound. But you loose the shackles from my feet and you turn my whole life around. With all of my friends, when my friends talk me